Hello, everybody, and thanks again for listening in to Twin Flame Talk. Today, we're going to talk about how my twin gave me some signs without saying, and then when saying, of our connection to each other. He actually gave me some telepathic messages where when I spoke to him, he mentioned it also. And then he just knew things about me and like things that I was doing that I was like, how in heaven's name did he know these things? And so it was interesting about those type of things. And I remember he always showed, like, physically, he always showed interest in me. Like, he wanted to do things for me and be, like, and just be kind. And he wanted to always be around me. He always found a way to reach out to me so that he could have me around, even if it was like, doing extra work with him, staying on the projects that we had planned, and just different things. And he always reached out to me. Different times he'll reach out, and a lot of times when I knew that he was also, and I knew when he would be like going through something, I would have like little pains in my heart chakra, right? And I didn't understand it at the time, but he had like pains also. And I remember telepathically, once I learned more into the healing, because now that I'm connected with him, I'm able to heal people spiritually, and, whether they're ill and stuff like that. So I'm able to reach out and help them to feel better and overcome whatever sickness they're having. And it'll hit me in the sense where it'll come out of me. Like, so, so I took on their energy and it'll come out of me. If I touch people that are sick, I could help them to get better. So this is some powerful things that happen. But I've always actually had that, but didn't realize it because, like I said, I didn't grow up knowing a few things about that type of energy and all of this type of stuff. So, and actually he ended up sick also. I didn't realize it until I had went to visit him, and he was like, he feels sick. So I was like, okay, let me do my magic. So I realized that every time that I was healing somebody, I knew I was getting sick because it was coming out of me, but he was getting sick also. So it was funny. I thought it was funny anyway. And so we had that going on. And then, he would always reach out and find reasons so that we could be connected. And, like I said, it was just like a strong pull to be with him. And then once we're around each other, because he was going through a lot in the 3D, that he ended up, needing to push me away because he had to deal with his things. And sometimes, I could tell he was just going through a lot. And he never talked about it. Never. He was never one of those that tried to big up himself and to make it seem like, this person's that way and this person's that way. So that he could never play me. Let's put it that way. He never had that, because one thing about the connection is a truth. So he wasn't able to try to play me. Whatever he did when it was connected to me, it was like total truth. All his actions were truth. His words were truth. So he was just always and straight up. And actually he calmed me down a lot too, where I'm very outspoken, and he helped to get that balance. Like, it's unbelievable when you see it. So other people must obviously, when we're together, they see that energy, and it's really amazing. So we had that experience, and telepathically, I am like today. Let's put today for example. Today he telepathically told me that he's going to be dealing with his family right now, and he may not be in touch with me. And so I'm like, cool. And it's kind of cool being able to have it where he could tell me that telepathically, and so I'm not in a over here in like a panic, like, oh my god, I haven't heard from him, let me do this and let me do that. No, it's like really, like, I'm humbled. And I never was, especially when I first knew about it, like, because I was like, when am I gonna hear from him, so now it's like I'm much, because now I've found a way to quiet my mind. So when you quiet your mind, you're able to hear clearly what he is saying. Also, when you get into healing, you're able to hear the person's higher self also, so you'll be able to hear and talk to them also. And so there's a whole lot of things that we learn along this journey, that is why that is more to what we see, because what we see is so temporary, and the spirit us is so eternal, and they know so much, and they're trying to reach out to us. Even if you're not a twin, your higher self is trying to reach out to you to get you to be aware of who you are and your real purpose. Is so phenomenal that it's unbelievable. And another way that he used to come and communicate with me was through dreams. He would literally come into the dream. I remember one dream, and I'm going to tell you about it. It was so weird, but it's not really weird. His karmic partner, was watching us working, right? And then afterwards, in the dream, she was like, you can't go around her anymore. And so, believe it or not, let me tell you about this one, because I do want to talk about the karmics also in another chat. So when he in this dream, she told me that, and then one night he wanted me to go and help clean this new building that he was going to give just to me. And so she's been obviously on the alert with me and him, and trying to put a end to the two of us. But you can't, because not he can stop it, and neither can I. I'm going to tell you about that in this tube too. So when I physically went to the place where they actually wanted me to work, she came, and she had the new baby, because they had a new baby now, right? So she actually came. Thunder, lightning, rain. I mean, it was a stormy night, and she was there. And so, as you know, twins do not hurt each other. So I just was like, okay, I love babies, so let me go and meet this new baby. So I go and meet the baby, and sweet little thing. And so I go and meet the baby, and then me and him are working, and she's literally watching, just like the dream. And so, like a week later, he called, and he was like, so I want you to take the job. And I'm like, yeah, I'm on it. And so she crushed it. She was like, no, that ain't happening. So yeah, that's what happens. But so the connection between us comes through telepathically, visiting each other in the 3D, and actually dreams. It's like everywhere you go, you get a message from them. And so you have to know the difference between when a dream is being coded or when it is a direct message. It's unbelievable. Most of the times from your twin, if your twin is in a dream, it's a direct message, unless it's got some extra activities around it that will give it a different code to it. So it's awesome. So stay tuned, and I'm gonna give you more info about everything and how the twin flame journey is and going. So hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and if you have any comments, please leave them in the bottom and reach out to me if you do have dreams. I would love to hear your journey on your, just any journey, so that we could be able to connect. Peace, love, and blessings.